If you would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no.
Yo, this Vince coming from the Tampa studio and the Rack studios. We really want to call this the Alex Miller Show. And we got Mike G in the house. Mike, how you doing? Because everybody knows I just got back from Europe, so you know I'm dealing with life good. I went to pass out Germany and Northern Europe, and I had a blast. But Mike, what's going on, man?
Hey, you know, same thing. We're back at it again with Mr. Miller. You know how we do it, our buddy, man. Love seeing you. We love you coming on. And that's how we doing it. What was it again? Number 2 spot? You had number 2 spot. That's what I'm hearing, right? There's some rumors going on.
Well, it's number 1. It's been number 1 for 3 weeks now. Yeah, we're excited about that. Putting Up Hay is, I'll be honest with you, boys, I didn't think it would be the song that would do that well. But, hey, beggars can't be choosers. If that was the ABCs, I wouldn't be complaining.
Oh, yeah. So, hey, Alex, you know, you've been on a couple times, and we love you because every time you come on, you got something new going on, and you got a ton of shows, and Mike's going to run a ticker tape down and letting everybody know where your different shows are. Listen, man, cool. I love your new song, Odessa, man. That song, I listened to it. Dude, that is beautiful. What inspired that song, man?
Well, I didn't write that one. This was a song that was written by Jerry Sally and one of his good buddies, and whenever they pitched it to me for that first record I did, Miller Time. And when I heard it, I thought, well, I'd like to cut that. So I asked about it. And Jerry said, well, we're saving that one for Marty Rayburn. And I said, well, I'm in Shenandoah. And I said, well, I ain't going to get no chance at that one, you know. And so it came around, and I asked about it again for this project, My Daddy's Dad. And Jerry said, no, they never cut that. And I said, well, that's good because I sure am. And so we put it on hold, and I cut it. And I think it turned into a really good ballad song. It's one that I think I sing really well on, and it shows a lot of my vocal abilities and my tone and my structure in my voice. And it's a really good belt buckle rubber, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, you said a key thing. You said, it worked with the tone of your voice and the difference. And that's what I was going to cover. After I listened to that, I went back and listened to some of your other stuff. It is definitely an adjustment to more towards the contemporary country. And if I'm wrong, just correct me, man.
No, what I like about the song is it is contemporary pretty much, but it's still got enough fiddle and steel guitar in there that I love it, and that's, to me, that's what my music will always be. It'll try to be like the Johnny Cash song and walk the line between the old and the new, and I think Odessa does that perfectly.
Well, you named the album as My Dad's Dad. He's coming out here soon, and I mean it's out, and you got songs already popping with it. So I know your inspiration was your grandfather. He was like a pillar in your life. So with this tribute to him, how does it make you feel? It's got to be a lot of emotion wrapped up in this, brother.
Absolutely. This is the most personal song I think that I've released to this point. I mean, it is really, I say it's a tribute to my granddad, but really what it is my granddaddy in a song. And being the music lover that he was, that's about the best tribute I think I could give him. The song came about, we wanted to do something for him because he was such a big part of my life. And we actually wrote this song before he passed. And so he got to hear it, and he loved it. He said, well, you didn't have to write a song about me, But I did, and I think it's only fitting for a song like that for my fans. That's what I wanted to do it for. And I've been doing this song live for about a year now. After I wrote it, I wanted to start doing it. And so I'd had this song, and I keep singing my shows. And I mean, I'd be honest with you, boys, it'd make people cry, and people stand up and give me ovations with it. And I thought, well, that's doing something there. So I need to record this song. And that's exactly what we did. We had these other tunes like Odessa, Ain't Never Saying Never, Last House in God's Country, and She Makes Dirt Look Good. We'd already cut them, and we're saving them for another project. And so I said, well, let's just take those songs and put My Daddy's Dad in there and go ahead and release this record and just make it an EP like we did the last time around. And the label people like that. So Old Dog has a good idea every now and then. And so we did that. We released the song, released the record, and it seems like it's doing really well. This is the first day, so we'll see. But I've already got really good response, really good reaction from it, and I'm really excited to get that music out in the world to people.
Oh, it's awesome. Mike, what do you got, man? What do you got?
Man, once again, nice seeing you, man. Alex, it's always a pleasure and honor to see you. You're always on it. How are the shows going? Anything crazy? What's going on? Update us, people. You've been here before. Like,
I know.
The
craziest thing I've seen on the road so far, we played a show in Terre Haute, Indiana at the Boot City Opry. And this was the end of last year. So after I'd interviewed with y'all. And so we did this show and we were packing up, getting done. And I was out signing autographs. And all of a sudden we heard this big boom. And so I run out there to see what's going on. And a car had drove through the building. And Nada drove through the building into the place. And so what was really funny is the place had like 13 channels on their board. Like you couldn't put all your drums in the channel on the board. So it tore that board all to pieces. And the sound guy, thank goodness, wasn't back there. But we haven't been back since, and we're just really curious if they have more than 13 channels now.
Oh, you brought the house down.
I literally brought the house down, and what an honor.
Oh yeah. Hey, so I hear you got new instruments, man. Sorry. So what have you been purchasing since we last talked? I hear you got you got new toys.
I do. So I've been trying to figure out how to like fix instruments because I like that kind of thing. I like doing nice things and fixing things. And so I bought this old guitar from the 50s. It was an old archtop guitar. It was a silver tone, like a catalog guitar. And I bought it and I thought, well, let's see if I can put it back together. So I bought it for $100. And I took the back off of it and the strings on it. I mean, you can see my guitar here. The strings on it were like that. I mean, they were a mile high off the guitar. You couldn't play it. And so I took it and I took the neck of it and just bent it back and glued the back onto it and made sure it was all stable. And so that was kind of been my most recent purchase. If my dad said if I bring another one in, he's going to bust it over my head. So I got to be real careful.
So you getting there collecting, being a junk man and repair man all the same, huh?
Yeah, yes. Every man's trash is another man's treasure, right? So $100 broke guitar is a treasure to me.
Hey, I hear you. So have you ever thought about learning how to play the drums or anything?
The drums? I play drums on a technicality. I have a snare drum with brushes, and I cut some demo tracks with just a snare. No bass drum or hi-hat or cymbals or anything. Just the one drum.
Hey, so Alex, I want to ask you, when do you intend to move to Nashville? Because you've been in Kentucky forever and your music's growing. So normal people in your normal circumstance are either moving to Northern California or to New York, which I don't know why country singers are in New York, but Nashville seems to be the mecca of country music.
It is. I'm excited to be down there among them. I think that it's about time. I'm getting some real chart action and getting a lot of songs I'm writing and things. If I'm not down in Nashville, then I feel like I'm not doing myself credit. So I am going to make the big jump, and I'm really excited for it. I think that it'll definitely make me work a lot harder, and I've been working hard as it is, but I definitely need that motivation to be around other musicians, other pickers, other songwriters. Is something that every musician needs.
No, just asking Nashville. So you just moving there to increase the music, or you've been there before? Do you like the area? Do you think that it'll help you with the writing skills or something like that?
I do. I think the writing will definitely help because I work. I don't really work. I work for them technically, but I write songs for a publishing company already. So I think that being around other people at that company will help me enhance my writing abilities. I write a lot all the time. I'm always coming up with little ideas. Heck, I got a truck full of napkins that I've wrote ideas on. But I think being down there among those people and seeing kind of a little more of the business side of things will definitely help me further on down the line and in my career.
All right, so you're working on so you're looking at going down to Nashville, getting your creativity up, and then trying to blend. Because I heard they have a bunch of people that we meet on weekends, and they actually sit around and write music. They talk songs, and then they collaborate. So you're just expanding your repertoire, is what you're saying.
Exactly, and I already do a lot of co-writes and things. I've wrote with guys like Kent Blasey, who wrote If Tomorrow Never Comes, and Wood Newton, who wrote Bobby Sue for the Oak Ridge Boys, and Private Malone. So I'm writing with some really good writers, and I want to continue doing that. And if I can do that more, I'll be right there down in Nashville where they're at already. So it's just an ability for me to expand my musical abilities, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know what I wonder is I see you put a lot of stuff on Instagram, and we're going to get into your music, but I have to ask you a question. And I'm just going to pick on you because every time I hear somebody do a cover or something, I say, well, Alex should do that cover, but he never does. So like we and Mike were talking, I said, I love to hear Alex do Fast Car or some of those other covers that everybody else is doing. And I've seen artists now, even though they have their own music, they're starting to do other covers just as Instagram or social media things. So So do you think you're going to ever kind of drop a Fast Car or something out there for me? Something from the Goo Goo Dolls or something?
I tell you something, I've been looking at cutting, and this is just a little insider thing. I've been thinking about cutting like House of the Rising Sun, and because there's a lot of good versions of that song.
Yes.
You know, it's been cut quite a bit, but I'd like to throw my traditional country roots at it and see what I could come up with. I think it could kind of turn into something really cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you get on Instagram and drop a couple of those, I think they do great because you got a good following. And I think if you did a couple covers, man, it'd be definitely, I want you to do Fast Car because, you know, Luke Combs could kill it. I said Alex could kill this. I know.
That's a great song. That's a great song in the first place. You know, country, Mark Chestnut, he cut I can't remember what the band was back in the day, but it's been done quite a bit, you know, people cutting rock songs. Heck, Johnny Cash even cut a whole record with 9 Inch Nails. So, it's definitely been done before. I think if I had to tackle a song, I'd like to cut a Kiss song. If I'm gonna go rock, I
was
rock.
made for loving you.
Yes,
baby.
yeah, I was made for loving you. Yeah, I can do that one. It might be the worst mashup you ever heard in your life, but there's only one way to find out.
That's right. So what possible duets do we got coming down the road here?
I've got some really exciting stuff for that. So have y'all heard of a girl named Emily Ann Roberts? If you have,
get her on the show, man.
Oh, she's fantastic. She's from East Tennessee, and she just got off a tour with Blake Shelton, and we've been friends for quite a while. And we're gonna go in and cut a song that's like a country duet, and it's called I'll tell you next time I see you. But no, I also got a song that was Andre. I'm sorry. You know, I gotta have we gotta pick on y'all a little bit. But the next, I'm doing 2 duets. One with Tracy Byrd as well. This is a pretty cool one, and it's called The Bird. You know, Tracy had the Watermelon Crawl and this, that, and the other, and I think it'd be really cool to do something with someone that's up and coming like me, and then something with someone that's established and been there a while. And I just can't wait to cut both of those. They're going to be fantastic, and y'all are going to love them.
So, Alex, question, man. Since you're progressing, we've known you since way back, right?
Yeah.
So have you noticed that getting duets and everything are easier? Are things getting easier? Are people respecting your artistical measures better? Or
the thing that has changed kind of, I think, is here's an example. My manager was looking to book me with Justin Moore for a fair date, and he reached out to the manager and said, "Hey, do you mind if Alex Miller opens for him?" And they said, "Absolutely, we love Alex." So getting that from people that are really in the business and really at it hard and heavy and in the thick of it, you know, with people like Justin Moore and things like that, getting their tip of the hat and saying, "Yeah, that'd be fantastic. We love him." That's a really good sign and really promising for me. And I think that definitely speaks way more than what I could ever say.
I mean, position number 1 too is pretty good too. I mean, you're in the. Come on now, everybody. Hey, you got to give respect where respect is due. Very good. Good work, my friend.
Thank you. It's took 3 years to do it. You know, it takes time. And that's the one thing that I struggle with is my patience, man. I'm pretty impatient when it comes to wanting things now. And I think most people are. But good things take time. And I totally learned that.
Hey, Alex, hang in there, man. I mean, my brother, when he won his he won 3 Grammys at his first go around, but It took him 12 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's you know, and they say Rome wasn't built in a day. And dude, your music is growing. You're shaping, and as your creativity grows, and just your presence, stage presence grows. Because I looked at the duets you did with the three guys on the stage. That was beautiful, man. The songs that you guys sang. There's three of you guys. You guys were playing guitar, and it was just like, wow. It was on YouTube. I was like, that's pure, man. That's pure music.
Well, thank you. We just had lightning strike here, and I about jumped out of my skin, so I apologize for jumping like that. But
you got the storm we had yesterday.
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Thanks for saying it my way. Doggone, you could have kept that. But yeah, the acoustic videos are really cool. I got to do those with Jerry and a guy named Austin Brown, and what a fantastic harmony singer Jerry is, and a guitar picker that Austin is. It was a great combination. And I got to kind of hold my own on some of the songs, picking and grinning too. So that was sure a lot of fun. And hopefully we can do some more of those acoustic things for this project that I got coming out right now.
All right. So can I beg you to ask you, because I want to save my dad's dad song for the last song.
Sure.
So if we could go into Oh Odessa, I would love it, man.
I got you, Hoss. Told me she came from a dry Texas town where legends were made of the ones that got out. Somewhere west of Midland in the middle of nowhere, where even the tumbleweeds would hang around very long. First chance she got, she was gone. Oh, Odessa, you're messing with my head. Tonight I bet you she's halfway to L.A. Why did I ever think I could have settled down with that restless, dust-devil angel? Oh, Odessa. Hold her like a rope in the wind. Part of me thought I could still pull her in. She gave me life like the rain in the desert. But looking back now, I should have known better, 'cause I'm alone in the Lone Star tonight. Oh, Odessa, you're messing with my head. Tonight I bet you halfway to L.A. Oh, why did I ever think I could have settled down with that restless, dust-devil angel? Oh, Odessa. She still believes that the dream she's been chasing is waiting out there in those wide open spaces. Oh, Odessa. Oh, Odessa, you're messing with my head. Tonight I bet you she's halfway to L.A. Oh, why did I ever think I could have settled down with that restless, dust-devil angel? Oh, Odessa.
That's it. That's my boy. That's it, my boy. Dude, I love that song, man.
Well, thank you. It's a Western song. It's my Western song. It's my Marty Robbins song, is what I say.
And so has that one been released already out on the street too?
Yes, it has. Yeah, it's on my Daddy's Dad record.
Okay, hey man, that is a beautiful song, man. When I listened to that, I was like, oh yeah, it's on my playlist. Yeah, it's on my playlist. Because I'm a big country connoisseur because I'm from Louisiana originally. Yeah. So yeah, love some country music, man. So let's get into the heart tug here about My Daddy's Dad, and how your dad's dad influenced you, and how it left an impression in your life, and you wrote a song about it. So just give a little background on the song, and what were some of the key points in the song that you wrote? Because, music's like poetry, man. It comes from the heart.
I'll start with my granddad. My granddad was a burley tobacco farmer in Lancaster, Kentucky, and that's where I spent a lot of my time, was working with him out on the farm whenever I was, coming up as a kid. So, he couldn't sing his way out of a barrel. He just loved country music, and he loved me. And so I wanted to do a song to be real special for just me and him. And, people that had followed me for a long time knew our relationship. In fact, whenever I was first starting out, he took me to every place that I ever played. I mean, he took me to nursing homes and jamborees, any place that they had music, he would take me. And he really was my first manager and my first booking agent. And so he'd take me all these places. And in fact, I'll tell you a little story. Whenever I was little, like 6 or 7, we used to go to this place, and I'd go to sleep in his lap. I'd get so tired, and I'd fall asleep in his lap. But we went all over the place, and he was just a great friend and influence to me. And so this song come about. Jerry said, "You need to write one for your grandpa," and I said, "Well, I agree with you." So it started pouring out of me as we sat there at his kitchen table and wrote the song. And I wanted to do something really special, but I didn't know how special it was going to be until we got through with it. Because it's really not a tribute song. It's really just my granddad. If you want to get to know my granddad, the guy that he was, and you want to get to know me a little better, it's the song. I mean, it really is just his life in a song, and that's really what I wanted to do with it. And I'm so glad that me and Jerry got to write it together and got it all wrapped up in a nice little bow.
You're a simple guy, man, and you look at the world of entertainment, and your grandfather's influence on you and how the world is. How do you balance that? Because it's not you being a simple man. Entertainment's not a simple life, man.
No, it's definitely not. I think that's why I try to be so simple in my daily life, because my music life is so woof. You never know what's going to happen. So I think I take it slow when I'm home, and I enjoy doing that. My papa always did. Being a farmer, it's a woof life too. There's always something going wrong out on the farm, and I feel like I'm a farmer in a way, because I'll get up early in the morning and get to working on things, and then when it's bedtime, Alex is going to bed. So I think that get your work done while you can work, and but I think that's a good way to live. But yeah, it's a chaotic life, but I try to keep mine as simple as I can, because I think a lot of people get caught up on the little things in life, the things that really don't matter. And I try to just let them kind of go by and focus on the prize, on the big objective. And that to me, that's more important anyways.
Yeah, I mean, you remain genuine, and just because of the amount of time, our friendship of you coming on and off the show and the different times, and it's I'm honestly, and me and Mike G are touched big time, because the relationship you build is genuine. And we've had stars come on and different people, and they've kind of gotten bigger, and then they just kind of they disappear, man. We don't see them anymore, and so we really appreciate you. And then with that being said, Mike G, you got anything before Alex takes us home?
Always, man. Like I said, Alex, anytime, anywhere you need anything, you got my number. And good work, man. And it's really crazy, man, because I analyze things. I try to analyze. I'm an analytical person, but you're doing a good job, man. You keep it up, and don't stop for no one. Okay?
Well, I appreciate that.
What I'm saying?
I do.
I'm telling you, we're hearing us now. We're gonna see them big. I'm telling you.
I'm definitely tall enough. I'm definitely tall enough. Being 6'6", I'm big already. See,
I'm 6'3". You're bigger than me. Damn.
But I want to thank you guys for having me on here. I look at y'all's trophy every day. It's sitting in my office there, and that really meant a lot when y'all sent that. So thank y'all so much for that, and I appreciate y'all so much for being friends of mine.
Oh, all right. So, hey, everybody out there, this is going to show next week, real on like Wednesday. We're going to have it done. And with that being said, for Mike G and Vince Bugs down here in the Tampa Rack Studios, we have Alex Miller, and he is about to put on My Dad's Dad song. He's going to take us home. It's yours, Alex.
Born in 1947, prayer sent down from heaven, the only son his parents ever had. In the heart of old Kentucky, he grew up an opera junkie, and I'm the one who's lucky to call him my daddy's dad. By the time he was 11, Wade found his obsession cutting burley they raised in the field out back. While he was still a young man, he inherited the farmland. He stood 10 feet tall in his overalls. That's my daddy's dad. He's the reason why I play and sing. To me, that old man meant everything. Growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. Well, at 26, he married. Soon my Nana carried the only son they would ever have. They named that baby Roger. He became my father, a stubborn man with an iron hand, just like my daddy's dad. He's the reason why I play and sing. Oh, to me, that old man meant everything. Growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My daddy's dad. He always dreamed I'd be a fake star. He bought me this guitar, 6-string with a homemade leather strap. You know, music was his passion, and it's funny how life happens. The biggest fan I'll ever have, that's my daddy's dad. Mending fences and forgiveness, pulling weeds and common sense. Life lessons that he taught me, someday I'm gonna miss. The reason why I play and sing, oh, to me, that old man meant everything. Growing up, he was the greatest grandpa any boy could have. My dad is dead.
Woo! Hey, everybody, that's Alex Miller, my dad's EP's out. Check him out. It'll be down in the bottom of the feed. You can go out and buy it and get your copy. And Alex, once again, keep it rolling, and thank you for coming on the show, my brother.
Always a pleasure. Thank you both, and we'll see you again.
Miller time!